So I think you'll be able to tell without me having to tell you, but this isn't a humble brag. This is difficulty. This is struggle with grinding. If you listen to the podcast, that was in the old bunny ears, the old quotes. Uh, if you couldn't tell from my tone, so just I don't know what else to call it. Discipline. I've had a conversation about discipline to a degree before. For some reason, I feel like this is slightly different. Not just because the time that has passed and the present situation, but just that term like grinding. It's like grinding hard. That is really difficult for me. That by itself is a struggle. This is not like a pat on the back, like I said, humble braggy type thing. I feel like I am doing that right now more than I have in a long time. I think in university, there were times where I was like, yeah, like I'm working hard and I'm doing whatever, but it didn't seem like work. And that just took a turn for me. Sorry, I just realized something. But that didn't seem like work because, like, when I think about those times in the studio, I think about those times where I was. This is going to lead into next week's conversation. I already know what next week's conversation is going to be. I just thought of it. But, like, in the art studio, to specify, just like working on my BFA, like working on my degree, doing my classes, having part-time work on the side wasn't killing my soul that much. And then, working with bands and like having like interpersonal relationships and just like family and friends and partners and whatever, juggling all that stuff got really busy. It didn't feel super draining. And I think it's because most of what kept me busy were things I were really passionate about. Like I was super passionate about those things. So yes, I was busy. And there were times that I was stressed and anxious and whatever. But I was doing enough things that the things I was passionate about were also things that helped me with my anxiety. So it all worked out. But since all of that stuff, since like band stuff kind of like slowed to a halt around the time that I finished university, and then I went full-time into this job that I did not like because I could not find teaching work, and then the past like 5 years I've been either subbing or on a temporary contract. The temporary contract wasn't quite 2 years, and that was the best time I've had in a long time. Like I felt very satisfied by that in a lot of ways, and it took a lot of edge off. It was very hard work, but I was trying to find a balance within that. Subbing, as I've mentioned before, is too much ambiguity about it. There's not enough stability with finances, so that provides anxiety. I can't budget my time properly. I have to like constantly just be grinding as much as I can with subbing without trying to kill my soul, when subbing by itself is not satisfying. Even when I'm subbing in like a really awesome place, it is not satisfying in the same way that teaching is. Teaching and subbing are so ridiculously different. And so even if I'm in a place that I really like, I know the staff, I've got rapport with the students, like I'm comfortable, I can just like maybe even do some awesome teaching there, but also just like chill for a bit. Like there's different things that make a day satisfying with subbing. The job in itself is not satisfying. I have good days and then I have bad days, and then average days, which are I would put in the category of bad days, subbing. But I have been working on the side of that. I have had to, this year is the first year that I have had consistent part-time work on the side of subbing. And that started with doing some tutoring. That started with like trying to like help somebody learn how to drive. And then like now it's with like these instructional classes for adults that have English as an additional language, and that is helping supplement my income, but it also is taking up a lot of time, and I can't get to the studio. I'm still trying to balance that. So the grinding thing and me struggling with it, there are times where I feel like, hey, I'm just doing what I need to do, and it's like I'm doing what I need to do, and sometimes I can reflect on that and feel good about it, and I can feel like this is what I have to do, and it could lead to other opportunities, and that's the thing, is like just working with this this organization that I work with for being an English instructor has led to other opportunities already within that organization, And it could lead to other opportunities outside that organization or bigger opportunities within that organization. And I would welcome those opportunities. I think that this is not something that just completely kills my soul. It's part-time work that has some satisfaction, but it's like, it's not the same as what I want, right? It's not the same as teaching. And so like, this was supposed to be about grinding. But I'm finding it difficult, definitely. Like, here's the thing. Part of grinding needs to be self-care. Part of that needs to be like, you need to do things that are to complete the balance. Part of that needs to be working on your physical health. Part of it needs to be having moments of, I can't speak English right now, that's funny. Part of that needs to be moments of silence, of reflection, of peace, of calm, of quiet. Part of it needs to be things you are passionate about, and be productive about things you're passionate about, because your day job that helps you pay rent is not doing that for you. So I need to find a way to get into the studio. I need to, and I feel like that's the thing. Maybe because I've been making some more consistent sales lately, I feel like I've been like, oh, I'm grinding. But like, I haven't actually been doing that much work in the studio. I've just been fortunate that a couple people have reached out to buy pieces that are older. And I would like to work on new pieces. I need to work on new pieces in order to keep my Etsy shop consistent and more relevant, and just whatever stuff on my social media as well. And that is just happens to be a part of it. Like, I have let my Instagram go in a way that I'm not like every single day posting, because it didn't feel good. The obligation of doing certain things I've been able to let go of, and that feels better. To let go of things that are not adding to my life, that are taking away from those times I need of like rest and peace and calm and quiet and other types of passion and productivity. That has been, it feels good to let go of that stuff. So I've been trying to do that. But the grinding thing, again, is I have been working for money, put it that way, working for money more this year than I have in a long time. Part of it feels good because I feel like I am doing what I need to do. That feels good, that I am really doing, like, I'm doing what I need to do. There's no question about that for me right now. Like, I feel like you could always do more, you can always do more, but I feel somewhat satisfied that I found this opportunity. I was looking for jobs, like I was actively trying to find part-time work on the side of subbing. I found something that doesn't kill my soul. It's not something I'm incredibly passionate about either, but it also does help my career and my resume, and just my personal growth. So it is helpful, and it is good, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. I was able to find that, and I put that work into doing that, and I'm sticking with that. Yeah, again, this conversation was more of just like a struggle with like, it helped me realize that, or reaffirm that when I am it's that old adage of just like, do what you love and never work a day in your life. And I feel like when I was teaching, I felt it, like I was working. It was hard work, but I got more out of it than what I put in. Like, I put in a lot of work, and I got a lot of satisfaction out of it. I grew as a person, I recognized that, but I also had fun times. I had good times. And it's not just about grinding hard, and it was just like work, and yes, I acknowledge that work was good, and learning opportunities and professional growth and like growing as a person, but it was also just like fun. I had fun with students. I laughed with students. Yes, I learned from students too, and from fellow staff members and admin and whatever, but like I learned and I grew, and I just had fun. And it made those times where things weren't fun, and there was like certain types of hard work that in and of itself wasn't super fun, it made it worth it. And like, I need to apply that to other things like art. I need to find the balance, and I need to grind with art too. Because I've been thinking about, like, if I have 20 minutes sometimes, I could use that 20 minutes. But do I need to use it for self-care and peace and calm and quiet, reading or writing or meditation? Or can I use that 20 minutes to draw? Can I use the 20 minutes to write, and like artistically, creatively? I need to be more focused. I need to be more disciplined. I need to grind more than I am now, and in a healthy way. I think a lot of the time that in our culture, and when this word comes up, and just like, I'm just grinding, just rise and grind, like, I feel it's unhealthy. And I feel like a lot of it is perception, and it's not, a lot of people are just like putting it, like, they're influencers on social media or whatever, and like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of those people work incredibly hard. We only see a certain amount. And I know people in my life that work incredibly hard, and those are the people that I really look up to. And some of them are able to do that in a very healthy way. And it makes me want to figure out how I can do it in a healthy way. And I feel like I'm starting to figure that out, and I feel a little drained, but part of that is the journey of finding a way to do this without feeling so drained. Until I can set myself up part of this is grinding right now is helping me to set myself up in a position like I was with teaching. Notice, like I said, like I was with teaching, because I may not end up teaching, but trying to set myself up how I was then, where it didn't feel like I didn't feel the stress of the unknown, and that is what I feel right now. But I still need to grind through that, through the stress of the unknown, to put myself in a position to be in a place that is known, where I can work hard with stability, and thus would come a lot more, I believe, happiness. But I can still find happiness in trying to set myself up to be in that position where I will not be so open to instability.